So Jeanette, today we're making make-ahead casseroles. Jeanette's working on her tuna noodle casserole.
I am, yes.
So catch us up on what you did
previously.
I'll
catch you guys up, and if you guys couldn't hear us before, we want to hear from you guys as always. We are back live in the Rachael Prep Kitchen. Let us know where you guys are watching from. We just want to say hey, give you guys some shout-outs, and let us know what some of your go-to make-ahead meals are. We're going to show you two of ours today.
Yeah.
And I am currently I'll show you what's happening in this pan right now. I'm in the middle of my tuna noodle casserole, which is just my one of my absolute favorite casserole dishes.
Yeah.
A family favorite. I know you guys love tuna noodle casserole. Rachael's made it a bunch of times. So this is kind of my rendition. So in this pan we've got best way to show you. We've got some cremini mushrooms and you can use either cremini or white button mushrooms.
Yeah.
And you want to brown those in a really hot skillet with either some olive oil or coconut oil. And then once they're really, really brown, it takes like 7 to 9 minutes. You want them really, really crispy brown and all the moisture to be gone. That's when you're going to salt your mushrooms, because you don't want to draw the moisture out of the mushroom when it's still, before it's brown.
Yeah.
So then I just added a few shallots. I really love just the flavor of shallots. You could definitely use a red onion if you can't find shallots. And then I added in a little bit of kale, because if you know me, you know I love to sneak vegetables into food. So I'm going to let this wilt down for a little bit, and then I'll season a little bit more with some salt and pepper while that's all cooking together. And Grant is actually working on one of his go-to make-ahead meals.
I'm going to go down here and start on my make-ahead meal. I'm going to make enchiladas today because I love Mexican food and I love enchiladas, but I'm going to sort of celebrate the last of those really great seasonal produce items that we have right now, so I'm making a creamy corn enchilada.
Yummy.
Donna commented and said hello from Hayesville, Kansas.
Hi, Donna.
Hello, Donna.
Thanks for joining us.
So in this pan, I'm going to start making my enchilada sauce. So I'm going to make a roux, and here I have some melted butter. Just added in a few tablespoons of flour. I'm just going to let that cook for a minute.
Yummy.
You want to make sure you let that flour cook out for a second, just to get rid of all that grittiness. You basically want to cook the flour.
I like that. Yeah, it starts to smell nutty, like very springy.
Yeah, once it starts to smell nutty, it kind of turns a little brown too. You can start adding in the liquid. We're going to add in milk and stock.
Nice. And we want to say hi to Caroline from Richmond, Ontario, and she says, welcome back.
Oh,
thanks, Caroline. Thanks for joining us again. We've had 2 really, really crazy busy weeks of taping in the studio. It's so nice to be back, right, Grant?
Yeah.
Rachael's been back. We've had so many awesome guests. You guys watched our first week of new shows for season 11, which was so great.
Yeah.
We've got tons of awesome shows coming up next week.
If you watch the show today, I'm making enchiladas. We had Jesse's brother.
Jesse. No. Jake
Jake
Smollett.
I knew it.
Thanks,
I knew
guys.
it was Jake. Oh, jeez.
Jesse Smollett is the name in my head because I have a huge crush on him.
Yeah, I know.
He's so cute.
But Jake Smollett made this really yummy Mexican lasagna, right?
Mexican lasagna.
Really good.
Oh my gosh, we ate that for lunch that day. It was solid. Yeah, that was a really fun show. Anita commented in and she says that she loves us. Thank you, Anita. We love you back. And that she makes beef stroganoff as a make-ahead. And that is an excellent make-ahead as well. Yeah.
Beef stroganoff is also great to make in the slow cooker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've been toying with the idea of doing a slow cooker Facebook Live at some point. Melissa just commented in with a really interesting comment. She said, could we do a gluten-free Facebook Live? Melissa, actually, we will absolutely take that into consideration, but our girl Rachael has been knocking it out of the park this season with her...
I believe today, didn't she make a 5-ingredient gluten-free meal?
She did.
The
she
chicken?
made a 5. It was a chicken with a mojo sauce. Check that recipe up on RachelRayshow.com. But she's been super cognizant of different diets this season, like gluten-free and vegetarian and vegan. And but gluten-free is definitely one of them, and we've taped a ton of them, so keep your eye open for those. Rachael's got tons of gluten-free recipes coming up.
Just to catch you guys up on this sauce right here, I added in the chicken stock and the milk, so it's nice and thick. Then I also added in a big spoonful of sour cream. That makes the enchilada sauce nice and creamy and a little tangy, which I like. Now I'm going to add in some Monterey Jack cheese. I love this cheese because it's a really great melter, so it's really smooth and sticky. It'll make that nice, stringy sauce that I love on top of an enchilada.
Leandra commented, and she says that she makes enchilada lasagna, and she uses tortillas instead of pasta. I think that's exactly how the one from the show went today. It was really, really, really yummy.
Yeah.
It's a great make-ahead as well. Enchiladas is just such a great make-ahead.
Totally.
And who doesn't love a good taco night, right?
Yeah. So in here I just added in some salt and some pepper. And like I said before, I'm making a creamy corn enchilada. So I have some corn that I cut off the cob over here. This is fresh corn, but you could totally use frozen if you wanted to.
Okay, we've both been picking at this all
Yeah.
morning.
So this is 4 ears of corn, so it's about 2 cups. I'm going to put half of that into the sauce and put it into the blender and make a really smooth, creamy corn sauce. And then the rest of it's going to go into our filling.
And like Grant said, corn and tomatoes are still so, we're just at the end of summer. So
Yeah, this is a great way to take advantage of those really yummy produce.
And pop it in the freezer so you've got really fresh, yummy corn enchiladas in the winter. Anna says good morning from Hawaii. Hello, Anna.
Hello,
Thank you
Anna.
for joining us again.
Thanks for watching. So I'm going to put half of my corn down into the blender here and put in all of our enchilada sauce that we've just made. Look how cheesy that is. Doesn't that look yummy?
Creamy and delicious, Grant. That looks so good. Mariana's asking if we could do a breakfast show on Facebook Live.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
breakfast.
We totally
Breakfast
can.
is one of our favorite.
A few weeks ago, we did a Mega Head brunch show. And
Oh,
I made
yeah,
another Mega Head casserole. It was, what was it, Jeanette? I don't remember.
It's been a really
it was
busy
sausage
week.
and biscuit casserole,
Oh,
right?
yeah, that was a good one. I made a peanut butter and jelly French toast one. All those recipes are up on the website, too. We'll find you in the comments, and we'll post some of those later for you, Mariana. She's suggesting we make carrot cake pancakes.
Ooh, yummy.
I'm gonna look to my resident baker.
Really good.
That sounds really good.
That sounds delicious.
That sounds good, Mariana. Post us that recipe.
So here's our sauce. Look how yummy that looks. And you can even see it change like a yellow color because it has all that corn in it.
Beautiful,
Doesn't that look
Grant.
yummy?
That looks gorgeous.
So I'm just going to let this sit in the pot and let it cool before we start building our enchiladas.
So nice.
Jeanette, do you want to check on your tuna noodle casserole?
I think we're ready for the next stage of this. Right before we check on this, Ashikiro. Hi, Ashikiro.
Ashikiro.
From London, which is super cool. Hello in London.
hello.
Is saying for us to keep up the good work. Thank you. We're having fun. Okay, so now my kale and my mushrooms and my shallots and my garlic is all really nice and cooked up. I'm going to take about a 1/4 cup of just regular flour, and we're just going to, this is kind of the basis for our creamy sauce. And like Grant did before, I'm just going to let this cook out until it gets just slightly fragrant, because you don't, flour just tastes like paste if it's mixed with water or liquid, so you just want to give it a little bit of flavor.
Martha from Harrodsburg, Kentucky is watching, and she said that she loves you, meaning us. I just read it verbatim that she's saying that she loves us. I love you too, Martha.
Love you back, Martha.
And Tara says she feels like she knows you guys when you're on the show. Oh, that's so nice, Tara. I feel like I know you too, just from that comment.
Thanks for writing in. We're actually going to be on the show with Rachael on Tuesday.
We are. Rachel made firecracker hot dogs.
She did.
And she asked us if we would make mustards. And we were like,
duh.
Sure.
Of course.
Because if you guys know me, you know that I love a hot dog. I love hot dogs.
Love hot dogs. He loves hot dogs. I'm just going to deglaze this pan with a little bit of white wine.
Ooh, yum.
Because happy Friday.
Yeah. Just to catch you guys up on what we're doing today, we're making some make-ahead casseroles.
Yeah,
Jeanette is in the middle of her tuna noodle casserole. I'm giving a little update to one of those old classics. And I'm making a creamy corn enchilada that's coming along over here. I'm going to show you guys that in a second. Maria asked if we're doing anything with pumpkin spice.
We certainly are.
We've been talking about that. Everybody loves pumpkin spice this time.
Who doesn't? Exactly.
It's like we should just change the name of fall to pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice season.
Summer, spring, winter, pumpkin spice. Mitchell's asking if we have any ideas for football season. We do.
You as well,
Mitchell.
You guys are asking all the questions we wanted to answer
We're going to be back here on the Facebook page on Wednesday next week, making all things Buffalo. And we're going to buffalo your minds.
Oh, boy. We certainly are. Okay, so to my tuna noodle casserole, I deglaze with a little bit of white wine. I just let that cook out, and immediately, because I put so much flour in there, it really starts to come to a paste. So I added in about 2 cups of low-sodium chicken stock, and I'm about to add slightly less milk. Just because, I kind of said I'm trying to healthy this up ever so slightly. So I kind of cut the milk cream ratio with a little bit of chicken stock. And we're just going to let this thicken up. And it's going to thicken up really, really nicely because of the flour. So I did 2 cups low sodium chicken stock and maybe 1.5 cups of milk.
Stephanie commented and asked
if
you buy tuna with water and oil, if it's in water or oil.
I prefer it in water,
yeah.
But whatever's on sale at the grocery store that week is what I say.
Totally.
All right, so this is coming together really, really nicely. It just needs a few more minutes to thicken up before I toss everything else in. Is it time for the next stages of the creamy corn enchiladas?
Totally. Let's start building our enchiladas over here. So in this bowl, I just have some store-bought chicken. This is just rotisserie chicken that I shredded up a little bit. This recipe is also really great for a rollover meal. If you make chicken at home and you have a little bit of leftover, you can totally make these enchiladas with that. So I'm going to add in to this chicken the rest of our fresh corn. This is going to be the filling to our enchiladas. I'm going to put that in there. I have an onion somewhere. I don't know where it went. Let me go find it.
Okay, while he's looking for his onion, Mindy commented that she said she just bought a bunch of purple carrots. Any idea on what to do with them? I like, I really like to make roasted carrots. I had it at a restaurant once. And Rachel's done it a few times where you roast them whole.
Yeah.
So you just peel them and you roast them whole. Maybe it adds a few more minutes onto the cooking time, but it's a really, really nice way. It's a nice presentation too. So just a little olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then you roast them in like a hot oven until they're nice and brown and tender. And the purple carrots actually make for a really pretty presentation as well because it's like that really pretty color.
Yeah.
So let us know if you make those.
That sounds good.
And Tito just commented that they would love to have Rachel as a boss. Tito, you totally would.
Yeah, I love having
She's the
Rachel
best.
as a boss.
I know.
She is. She's really great.
Exactly.
We always have so much fun at work. We just went back to work a few weeks ago, like taping.
Yeah.
And everybody's asking us, how does it feel that you're back taping? It feels great.
It does.
It's like the family's back together.
The family's back together, a little bit more of a routine. It's really, really nice. Exactly.
So guys, just to catch you up, I found my onion.
Woo!
I found it. It was all the way over there. It wasn't even close to our station over here. But I found it. So this is just half of a yellow onion.
Nice.
But you could use any kind of onion you like. And this is just going to go into our filling. And since this is a filling to an enchilada, it doesn't matter how you chop your onion because nobody's ever going to see it.
I like that.
So you just throw it in there. And then I'm going to season this with a little salt and a little bit of pepper. I said that backwards, but they both went in. And I also added in some pepper jack cheese, just because I want to make this nice and spicy. So I'm going to add a ladle full of our enchilada filling, or sauce to the filling.
So good.
Maybe 2. That looks better. I'm going to mix that up. And then we're ready to start building our enchiladas. Now, a really great tip whenever you're making enchiladas is you take your casserole dish and you put a bunch of the sauce in the bottom. That way your enchiladas won't stick to the bottom of the casserole dish.
I like that.
So it's a nice little, and it just makes everything saucier. That's what an enchilada is all about, right?
It's all about the sauce.
It's all about
exactly.
the sauce.
Donna just commented and she's asking if there's going to be Thanksgiving recipes soon. There certainly will be, Donna. We are gearing up for our busiest time of year. We love Thanksgiving here in the kitchen.
We're going to be back here on Monday, right?
We are,
And we're both making a pasta.
We are.
One of my favorite pastas, I like to call it Thanksgiving pasta, because every now and then, year-round, I get a craving for Thanksgiving, but I don't want to make a giant turkey or some stuffing.
Understandable.
So I came up with a pasta recipe that tastes just like Thanksgiving. I'm going to make it on Monday.
Oh, I'm really excited for
So if
that.
you like Thanksgiving, make sure you tune in.
Come back on Monday.
So I have our 10-inch flour tortillas here. I'm going to use flour today just because I like the texture of those. You put in about a 1/4 cup of the filling, you wrap it up, you pop them in there.
Beautiful.
Once your casserole dish is full, you pour the rest of your enchilada sauce on top, and you pop it in the oven. I actually have one back here that's already done.
Nice. So at this stage of the game, since we're talking make-aheads today, if you guys are just joining us, Grant and I are both making one of our go-to make-ahead recipes, which is so great for this time of year since it's like busy, the kids are back at school, everybody's back at work. At this stage of the game is when you want to make sure it's cool and then wrap it up and pop it in the fridge or the freezer, right, Grant?
That's correct. Look
Ooh,
at these enchiladas.
Look at that. Oh, that is
Don't those look yummy?
beautiful.
So I like to cook this with foil on top for about 30 minutes, and then you take the foil off, top it with a little bit more cheese, because everything's better with a little more cheese.
Everything's better with more sauce and more cheese.
And then I just like to top it with some freshly sliced radishes, just because I love radishes. And Jeanette, will you grab a handful of cilantro over there? You can just throw some of that on top. And this is just a really simple, easy dinner that can go straight from the fridge to the oven to the table. You don't have to do anything fancy here.
Nice. And one of my favorite things about make-aheads is that, people are always wondering, maybe your neighbor watched your dog or somebody babysat or one of your friends had a new baby. The best gift to give is food. You know what I mean? Especially when someone's got a new baby around, they've got enough onesies, they've got enough diapers. Yeah. Make them dinner. That's really just the nicest gift. Going home at the end of the day and not having to worry about what you're going to feed the family for dinner. And these dishes are both two things that are absolutely great. Just wrap it up. And then, who wouldn't want to eat that for dinner?
Doesn't that look good?
That is so delicious.
Now we're gonna just let this cool for just a minute until we break into it, because Jeanette's gonna finish.
I think it's time. Yeah, my tuna noodle casserole sauce is at a nice bubble, and it's really, really nice and thick. Christy commented, and she said, "Football plus pumpkin plus sweaters plus coffee equals my favorite time of the year." Christy, I love all those things too. So nice, I know. It's in the morning when you've been waking up, it's been a nice little cool chill in the air, which is great. Jessica commented and asked, what about fall soups? We're totally going to have some of those popping up on the show as well as Facebook Live. We can think about some nice fall soups. I like soup any time of year. Soup's just one of those really nice, comforting meals that I like to make. Okay, so now my sauce is nice and thick. I'm just gonna add in 2 5 to 6 ounce cans of tuna. So like I said, like this, these make-ahead meals are like also, I mean, they're really simple, really easy, but the ingredients are pretty inexpensive as well. You know, who doesn't have a couple cans of tuna in their pantry? I have like 12. Maybe I should need to make. I might need to make tuna noodle casserole for dinner tonight.
I probably have 1 or 2, which is a more normal amount of tuna to have in your house. Kayla says hello from Michigan.
Hi, Kayla.
Kayla, thanks for watching.
How many cans of tuna do you have?
Yeah,
in your
guys,
pantry,
please comment below and let us know how many cans of tuna you have in your home. Meredith is watching from New Jersey.
Meredith.
I said that very dramatically. I apologize, Meredith, if I have scared you at all. But she's watching from New Jersey.
Meredith, I'm from New Jersey too. Cheers, Meredith.
Shout out to New Jersey.
Shout out to my Jersey peeps. All right, so I added in 2 cans of tuna. I'm going to add in a lot of grated Parmigiano Reggiano because you guys know that Parmesan is such a nice, strong cheese that you don't need to add too much of it. And I like that because you're not adding too many, like, you know, too much cholesterol and whatever. So I just add in a nice, hearty handful of some Parmesan cheese. And speaking of cholesterol, I'm about to add in one of my favorite ingredients. And I think Grant and I can both agree that these are very, very underutilized. These are those crispy, store-bought fried onions that we're all very familiar with around the holidays when you're topping your green bean casseroles with them. But again, I have leftover after the holidays, and they stay really nicely. You can find them in the grocery store year-round. I know, like, you know, they're normally on sale around the holidays. I'm going to toss a bunch of those into my tuna noodle casserole because it gives it a nice texture after it's all baked together.
These are such a great topping for anything. On top of a salad,
cereal,
on top of a burger, pretty much anything.
Anything you guys want top with these onions.
I love these. Do you need the rest for these?
I do for the tops. Maybe leave me a few tablespoons.
April commented and said, can you do a segment on peppermint desserts and drinks for fall?
That sounds lovely.
That's a great idea, April.
Like a peppermint mocha. It's like, that sounds
and Michelle said hello from Maine. Ever had a Maine red hot dog?
I have. Yeah, and they're jarring if you're not used to them, but they're absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what makes them red. I actually don't know, but they're delicious. I love Maine. Maine's one of my favorite places to go this time of year because it's so pretty in fall. I'm gonna grab my pasta.
Emily commented and said, "Where's my fork?"
Oh,
Where's my
Emily,
fork?
I know where are the
right
forks?
here.
Oh yeah, there they are. All right, so now, you know, a traditional tuna noodle casserole, you might toss in some egg noodles. That's definitely how I grew up eating it. But I like a tuna noodle casserole with some shells.
Ooh.
I like shell pasta just in general, just because it really kind of soaks up everything that it's eating, and you have like little pockets of surprise.
It's also very meta of you because you're using some fish, some tuna, and there's some shells in there.
Very meta.
Yeah,
this is
it's
very
like
meta.
All things in the ocean.
All things in the ocean casserole. I'm enjoying.
Suki said hello from
Hi,
Odessa,
Suki.
Texas.
Oh,
hello. Everything's bigger in Texas. Hello to Joanna from Wisconsin.
Hi, Joanna. Speaking of Joanna's, our coworker Joanna had her babies today.
Oh, she did.
Hi, JoJo.
I'm
and
sure
the family.
she's not watching.
She is
she
not watching. She like literally just had twins. But congratulations to her and her family. We're so excited to hear that news.
And Mary said, "Can you freeze the enchiladas?" You absolutely can freeze them. I would freeze them at this stage before you put the cheese on top.
Yep.
So once you have your casserole built, you just wrap it up in some plastic wrap, pop it into the freezer. And another great tip, before you put it into the oven, you want to make sure it's completely thawed out. So I would take it out of the freezer the day before you're going to bake it and just keep it in the fridge.
I like that tip as well.
Dottie said hello from Nova Scotia. Hello,
Hi,
Dottie. I love that name, Dottie.
Dottie's a good name.
Yeah.
All right, so now I have this all combined, and I absolutely, everybody's okay. Just some plates falling. We're all okay. So at this stage of the game, you could serve this. Why not? But if you're going to wrap this up and make it ahead, throw your pasta into a casserole dish. I'm going to do my best to do this way and not spill it
Lynn
everywhere.
commented and said, "Don't forget the booze."
We didn't make a cocktail today, and that was kind of a mistake, I think.
I'm sorry, Lynn. We actually did forget the booze today.
We forgot the booze today.
But we appreciate your encouragement.
I know,
We're definitely going to make a cocktail on Monday.
All right, so then I'm going to toss this in the casserole dish. And at this stage of the tuna noodle casserole, again, if you're just tuning in right now, all these recipes are going to be up on the Facebook page a little bit later. We're making make-ahead meals, which are great for this time of year. So I like to, so at this stage of the game, you could just bring this to room temperature, cover it in some plastic wrap, and then pop it in the refrigerator to serve it later. Pop it in the freezer if you want to make it a little, much later. Then what I like to do when I'm making a make-ahead is I like to top it with something a little bit fresh.
Yummy.
So these are just some whole wheat panko breadcrumbs. And to that, I'm just going to add in some nice fresh parsley.
This looks so good. I just want to dig into it right now, but I know it's not finished.
I've got one working in the oven, which we can absolutely try.
April from Anderson, Missouri is watching.
Hi,
April.
April. Thank you for watching. What are some of your go-to make-ahead meals, guys? Make sure to comment, because we're always looking for fun ideas. And to freshen this up a little bit, I'm going to add in a little bit of lemon zest.
Ooh, yummy.
I love lemon zest. We were talking about this with Rachael earlier this week, and we were talking about how the lemon zest has the essential oils in it.
Yeah.
And the lemon zest is really the part of the lemon that gives you that nice fresh flavor.
Nice
so I love putting lemon zest in my food.
Lisa says she loves that we're using Rachel's pots and pans and utensils because they're so functional. They really are.
We're very lucky.
Yeah, we both have. What's your favorite? Everyone in the kitchen has a favorite like Rachael Ray product, like utensil.
I don't know.
What's your favorite one?
I'm gonna see if one's back here. Let me see. I love her. I don't see a little one, but these are her spoonulas, which is like half a spatula, half a spoon, and she makes a small one. And it's my go-to because if I can't find a spoon, I'll eat my yogurt with it.
Yeah.
Or it's like great for getting like mustard out of a jar or relish or something.
Yeah.
I love her spoonulas. What's yours?
Mine is actually this one right here, the lazy spoon, because you can just hang it on the side of a bowl.
It doesn't get hot. It doesn't melt. You know how many spoons I've melted or burned like in my day?
How many?
A lot. We'll leave it at a lot.
Keegan said that she loves the denim vibe.
Oh, hey Keegan.
Thanks, Keegan.
Thank you. You know, we're denim kind of peeps. And then I'm gonna add in the crispy fried onions that Grant didn't eat.
Yeah, there's a lot less crispy fried onion in there than there should be. I have a feeling that Jeanette probably wanted to put like a cup. There's like maybe a tablespoon.
Yeah, maybe like a half a cup, but there's not very many left. So I'm just gonna give this a quick mix, and then before I pop this into the oven, I'm gonna top this. That's a nice little crispy, crunchy topper. But again, if you're freezing this or popping this in the refrigerator, you want to keep this on the side until you're ready to bake it, because otherwise it's gonna get soggy.
Yeah. Larissa from Kansas is watching.
Hi,
today.
Larissa. Hello.
Hi, Kansas.
Hello, Kansas.
What's up?
I see a card that says Tater Tot
I
Casserole.
do, it's
That
coming.
just caught my attention.
Oh, Jill.
Wow, Jill.
You have a great idea. She said that she makes a Tater Tot Casserole.
Yes.
Jill.
Should I out what I ate for dinner last night?
Tell him.
I made... Rachael we were writing recipes with tater tots this week, and there was an extra bag laying around in the freezer of sweet potato tots, and I was like, I'm gonna take this home and see what I can do with it. I made sweet potato tachos.
Oh my gosh!
My friend Maddie and I made
idea.
such a fun dinner. We put like beans and chicken, and we put a lot of cheese. It was a little indulgent, but it was delightful.
Sounds good. Lisa said that she makes ahead her breakfast burritos. That's a really great idea.
I like that too. Get out of the house quickly.
Yep.
All right, guys, so this is my finished tuna noodle casserole, which is nice and browned up from the oven. I know, we want to dig into this. It looks so yummy. And like I said, today we're all about make ahead. So these are all great meals that you can make ahead. You know, everybody's busy, kids are back from school, lots of sports and things after work. So, you know, save yourself some time, find a little pocket of time this weekend.
Ooh, do we get to eat it now?
We get to eat it, I think.
Sandra said that she makes tater tot casserole too, but doesn't bake the tater tots in advance.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart. I like that.
Sounds like everyone except for us is making tater tot casserole. I feel a little left out.
I feel a tater tot casserole
we'll do it on,
coming
the
in.
show.
I know. I'm so excited to try this. Crystal said that she missed us both. Crystal, we missed you. We've been so busy here taping wonderful shows. I hope you guys have been watching season 11 of The Rachael Ray Show. How is it?
It's really good.
It's all really fresh ingredients, you know what I mean? Like, your kids won't know that there's some kale or spinach in there, so that's a good secret. And you know, we didn't use like canned soup or anything. We made everything really fresh, and you just saw that come together really quickly.
I was just gonna say, you can even taste the kale in there.
Yeah, you can.
It's really cool.
Exactly, it's sneaky.
Kids will never know. Kayla said that she made taco tater tot casserole.
Ooh, Kayla.
Taco tots.
I smell a tot themed something coming along.
Yeah.
We got some ideas.
We love tots around
All
here.
right, what are we finishing off your enchiladas
So we have
with?
one more thing to show you. Jeanette and I were talking about how we love make-ahead casseroles and that sort of thing, but it's really fun to top it with something fresh. So I'm going to make a super fast, fresh salsa. This is a really great thing to make, especially this time of year, because tomatoes are really great. And you should make this now, too, because it's a really great salsa to freeze.
Yeah.
So you can get some really great tomatoes at the market or at your grocery store, make this salsa, and freeze it. So I had a beautiful heirloom tomato here. I just chopped it up into big hunks. It's eventually going to go into the blender, so it doesn't matter how you chop it.
I like these rolls today.
Chop into chunks. I know, it's like, why take the time to cut it so like perfectly when it's just going to get blended up?
Exactly.
So I have some really pretty cherry tomatoes here. Oops, almost lost one. A serrano pepper that I just cut in half. I took the stem off. If you don't like spicy salsa, then you can just leave that out. And 2 cloves of garlic that I left the skins on. We're just going to bake this in the oven. We're not looking to like get color on it. We just want to bake it so that all of the tomatoes and garlic and pepper get nice and soft. This is also when we season our salsa. So I'm gonna add a ton of pepper or salt. I'm getting my salts and peppers mixed today. So you just throw your salt on there. You pop this in the oven for only about 5 minutes on like 400 degrees.
Oh, nice. So like hot.
Cool. Yeah. And this is what it looks like when it's done.
Beautiful.
And now what we're gonna do is start to blend it up. So I'm gonna take the chunks of tomato and put those down into the blender with our serrano pepper. You could use a jalapeno if you wanted to. Pretty much anything that's spicy.
Kenny just wrote in, he says that hamburger casserole is a great way to feed a hungry bunch.
Ooh,
I agree.
Sounds delicious.
Hamburger casserole sounds absolutely delicious.
Rachael made a very long time ago a hamburger mac and cheese. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes.
Cheeseburger.
She needs to reinvent that one. That was a long time ago. We'll have to tell her about that. Yummy.
Really quickly.
And Pamela says, yummy, fresh salsa. I know, I love fresh salsa.
Fresh salsa's great.
He makes a great salsa.
So now we have our garlic, our serrano pepper, and our chunks of tomato in here, and we're just going to blend this up until it's nice and smooth. We're going to puree this. Because then what we're going to do is add in our cherry tomatoes and just pulse it so it's nice and chunky.
Nice. I'm going to keep eating my tuna noodle casserole. It's lunchtime. We're hungry.
So I'm going to put in the rest of our tomatoes here. And then I'm also going to add in a handful of cilantro and some diced white onion, which I rinsed because it kind of takes the edge off of the onion a little bit. When you're using raw onion, it's nice to give it a little rinse.
Rick Bayless taught us that.
Yeah, he was here a long time ago. I think he was making enchiladas, wasn't he?
What?
Or a soup, maybe?
Soup. He was making soup.
Yeah. So we added those things in. Now we're just going to pulse it up, like I said. And we're just going to keep it nice and chunky.
Nice.
Just a couple pulses, just like that.
Stephanie just commented, and she said that she makes a 7-layer salad.
Ooh.
That's nice, too.
That sounds delicious.
I like that.
So here's our fresh salsa. You saw how fast that came together. That was quick, right?
That was fast.
So pour that out.
So good. And you said that'll freeze nicely?
Yeah, it freezes really nicely.
Love that.
And Rachael has a really great tip whenever she freezes sauces and stuff. You freeze it in a Ziploc bag and you put it down flat so then you can stack it.
Stack it up.
Great idea.
I'm digging in.
Let's dig in.
Mm-mm.
Ooh,
That's really good, Graham. Crystal wants to know if we can make different versions of meatloaves. Meatloaf's one of those like comfort foods. Ooh, this is really nice and spicy.
Isn't it good?
I like it a lot. Yeah. Meatloaf's one of those comfort foods, kind of like tuna noodle casserole, you know, like just one of those like old school. I love meatloaf. Yeah. I'll have to write one of those
I
too.
love meatloaf too.
And Nancy from Portsmouth, Ohio loves us.
Oh.
Another Ohio. Another Ohioan.
O-H.
Ohio.
Alright, so I'm going to show you guys some of our enchiladas
gosh,
here.
Graham.
That's nice and cool. We're going to top
Where's
it
my
with
fork?
some of, I'm going to top it with some salsa.
I found some forks.
Top it with a tiny bit of salsa.
Beautiful.
Doesn't that look nice?
Oh my
Check
gosh.
that out. It's our creamy corn chicken enchilada with some fresh salsa on top.
Beautiful.
We're about to dig in and taste this.
Fork it. Linda wants to thank us for breaking up her day with these 3 yummy recipes. Linda, let us know if you make any of these. Again, if you have a little pocket of time, these are both really quick, awesome to store in the refrigerator or the freezer. Such easy make-ahead meals. Oh my gosh, the corn inside of this looks so good. It's hot.
That tastes really, really good.
Really
Actually,
good.
My mom used to make chicken enchiladas. It sort of reminds me of her chicken
It does.
enchiladas.
Really, really nice and fresh. With the addition of that fresh corn.
Good.
Oh my gosh. I guess we should probably wrap this up so we can eat some lunch. What do you think? How do you say that?
Hortensia.
Hortensia makes mole.
I made that up. I said it with such conviction, but I have no idea how you say that.
Well, thank you for
Hortensia.
watching. And they make mole lasagna enchiladas.
Ooh, yum.
I love mole.
Me too.
It's one of those things I'd like to cook a little bit more. I've never really I like to order it at a restaurant, but I never really made it myself. Have you ever made a mole?
I have.
Oh, we'll have to look into that. Teach me your recipe.
I will.
We are going to be back on Monday, which is very exciting. And like Grant said, we're going to be making some of our go-to pasta dishes, which, you know, pasta is one of our favorite foods and one of Rachel's favorite foods. So we're going to be celebrating pastas all day on Monday. And these recipes for our 2 make-ahead meals and Grant's really yummy, fresh, beautiful salsa are going to be up on the Rachael Ray Show Facebook page a little bit later. We got to go make some tweaks to those and get back to our desks, and we'll post those for you. But I think that's it from us from here today, right? Enjoy your weekend. Happy Friday. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you like, comment, share, and cook. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye. I want more enchilada.
We'll
That
have
was
some
so good. Ooh, thanks.